Welcome back to Ranch Simulator. This is going to be a mini series where we're going to try to turn wool into money. We got to start with, making some cash first. So we're going to pull out our build, and I found a plot of oil already. We're going to get this thing established so that we can, start making money on the regular. Got our 20 metal that needs to go in here and our 20 concrete, which is going to be 4 bags of that. And then we just need to get some fuel in this bad boy so we can get started and turned on. And we should start getting income every day from this. All right, now that that's full of oil, let's take our can back because we're gonna want that for backup. We do have a barrel here. How are we doing financially? We have $400, so we could get a second one of these going. And I think that would be wise. Let's go get the material, then we'll try to find the plot of oil. We're gonna check out goats and sheep on this playthrough. It's a new update that came out, I believe, about maybe 3 weeks ago. We're finally getting to it. Don't really know my way around this map that great, but we'll get it figured out. I've never had done a full playthrough on the main map here, so it'll be fun to check it out. Change the scenery from the desert one. I actually really enjoy this map compared to the desert one. Should be a fun time, guys. All right, so we need 20 metal and 20 concrete again, and that's basically gonna max out our money right now. We're down to $94, so we're gonna, need some time. All right, getting these put away, and what we need money for next is I want the table saw. I want the electric table saw. I don't want to have to make planks manually with the slower ones, so we're gonna save up money and just kind of get the good equipment first. Now these do spawn randomly, so we're gonna have to go for a little bit of hunting, and I think fuel should be fine, but we're gonna check on the locations that do spawn as close to our property as possible first, because that would be beyond ideal if they're closer to home than they were on my last playthrough. So there is one potentially back here behind the burger shop. Let's see if it did spawn for us, and we might... No, I think we can get over there this way. Not seeing anything. Oh, we're way past where it would be. Okay, let's go to the one beyond the gas station, because that seems like it would be a good location to have one. But we'll keep an eye out for these, and I'm gonna keep my eye on fuel, because that's always a problem on this game, especially with this vehicle. And I'll let you know when we find the next oil spot. Oh, here we go. Let's see if this one... I'm not sure if all of them we're allowed to use, but there we go. Let's get a little bit closer so we can get this built pretty quick. And that should be a pretty solid start. I know it's the same as I do, and I'm like I said when I did the last series, we're gonna start every single playthrough this way. Just seems like the right way to make money on this game. So after this, we're going to head home and start probably chopping down some trees and just getting some logs established while we wait for the money to get the table saw. And then we're gonna start making a location for some sheep and goats, and we gotta save up some money to be able to buy them as well, and whatever equipment we need to go along with that to produce the goods to create the goods that they produce. All right, and those of you who haven't seen it before, this is what you start with. I skipped the tutorial, but this is what we start with on this map. And there, as I say, there should be some chickens around here. I don't have a basket. There might be one over there. Looks like there is, and we could potentially sell these guys. Not sure. Oh. We don't need to save money for that. Look at that. Grab one of our fuel cans that is going to live here pretty much, but let's turn that off. There we go. And let's go take a look at these chickens, because we're not gonna, focus on chickens, but could they make us some money? They're gonna be mouths to feed. I don't know if we really want them, so let's pick them up, place them in the trunk here, and we will, we might as well use these couple things of eggs to make a little bit of cash. Do we need a chainsaw? Do we? No, we already have one. Not a chainsaw, but an axe. We already have one. Okay, so good to know. We are set to just start collecting logs. All right. So what I want to do is build a little area, an enclosure that we could just establish some sheep and goats before we get a chance to make them a barn or an actual pen to stay in. And I think this will, as good an area as any. So we're gonna focus on just getting a lot of planks created so we can start getting a little fence going. Now, are these ours? This has got to be just for looks, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, first time on this map, pretty fun to do an actual playthrough on this map. All right, it's morning. We got about $300 worth of oil that we can go pick up already. We're gonna sell the stuff we have in the back there. There's the planks I made overnight. Not a bad start, but let's go ahead and get some cash flowing and go find out how much it's gonna cost to get to a male and female of each type of animals that we're wanting. And I don't think we can transport them in this vehicle. We'll go to the car dealers and see if we can find that out. So that might be something that we're doing a grind on, is to get the goats. And I don't know if you can just walk them there. Let's see, we want to go to the general store. Let's head down there. No, let's get the oil first, silly. All right, let's go ahead and collect our first bit of oil here. And that was 18. So that should be $180 if the economy is the same on both maps. Ooh, that would be a little bit of cash, but it's running away already. Little deer there. And over here we have another $150, so that's not bad. 330 should be our start here. That's why we do it this way. Spend all that upfront cost on getting oil production going. As long as you put fuel in there, you make money all the time. Constant stream of income and a consistent stream of income. I mean, that's a buck. He's in like a loop here. All right, we got him for a little bit of cash here. I don't know if we'll be able to fit it, but we got him. I think every sales area is pretty much created equal in this game, except for if the restaurant gives you deals. So let's see if we can just sell here. Oil, yep, we got 300 some bucks there. What just happened? Oh, we got the money. Okay, the chickens, yeah, we're gonna sell them the meats and the eggs. We want to keep the baskets. And I hope everything else stayed that we wanted. Yep, all right. Now we want to head down to, let's go to the general store. Yeah, I mean, just like that, we have $500 again. Looks like this is the car store, the car store. This is the car dealer. Let's see if they're open right now. Live auction, we can get some horses. Let's see if we can learn a little bit about these vehicles. Ours will hold 2, it looks like, what are those, goats? Oh, okay, so we would be fine. We just have to go there without what we have in. How do we get out of here? It would need to be empty to go there, but let's go find out the prices, because I don't think we'll be able to afford what we want to buy yet. So we'll figure out what we're saving up for. Oh, what's this path lead to? Huh. We might investigate that later. Oh, cute little general store. Look at this. That's awesome. Okay, so we want $800 to get the goats set up and $900 to get the sheep set up. We're gonna want to, both of them is for this playthrough. So 800 bucks. We get a male and a female goat, and 900 bucks for sheep. So couple days of savings, but that gives us time to prepare the land. And this is where we find out we are a ton of wood short, and we'll have to make a lot more planks, but that's okay. We're gonna get our first little pen here established, and we'll probably go with, the cheaper animal, which was, I believe, the goats. All right, let's get this going, see how many we are short. I don't know if we'll go crazy with the painting on this playthrough. And our last 2 planks to complete this first build. So food can go there, water there, and the animals inside. So what we'll need now is a way to fill up the water. Do we have a well already on this one? I don't know. Let's take a look around. If not, we're gonna have to get that established and spend a little bit of money on that. Doesn't appear so. So let's make it somewhat close here. We'll do it about right here. Let's turn it there. Let's put the handle, on the right side. I think we'll go a little bit closer though, no reason not to. And just to remind myself, we need 6 planks and 20 concrete. So let's get the planks out of the way, and then we'll go to the store and get the concrete and a water bucket. That means we'll need 2 more logs. All right, that's off, everything's good. How are we on fuel here? I think we wanna just top this off, just, whoops, to be safe here. I wanna see how much that uses. Not too bad, okay. All right, concrete, water bucket, but we can leave some things here that we're not gonna need to save room. We'll put that there and that there for now. All right, let's roll. And just to remind ourselves, it's 20 concrete that we need. And we're gonna want a wood bucket. I think that is it for now. Man, I love this map so much better. The Southwest one is fun, but this one just feels more natural to this game to me. All right, let's make sure this is all working. Some water, we'll hold to spin her up. And let's see how many times this needs to be filled. 3 times. Might as well get this all prepped. It might be a couple days before we get some animals in here, but might as well get it all established. It's day 2, we got quite the rainstorm going. Let's grab our barrel. We're gonna go get all the oil, start, getting our dollar amount up to what we need. And I might go buy the feed today. I'm talking really loud because of the storm. I might go buy the feed today so that we can have that ready so we don't forget about it financially when it comes to buying the animals. I'll see you in a little bit. The storm is intense. 26, perfect. All right, so a lot of money. This one's completely full. Let's go see how the other one's looking. All right, we have a little bit extra left in that one that we couldn't hold, but that's all right. We knew that would be the case a few of these months. It's actually gonna be pretty normal until we can afford a second barrel, which we're gonna hold off on because we have other things we wanna purchase first. Oh, we did buy an axe. Oh man, can I sell that? Unfortunately, that's wasted money. Must have had that in our basket last time. Okay, so we have $359. If we sell this oil, that is at $859. I don't know. I think we're 100 short, but I do wanna go get some feed. We're gonna get a decent amount of feed so we have some on hand when it comes time to get these animals. I think it'll be one more day before we can afford to buy them sheep. All right, trimmers, $34. Just looking at stuff we'll need in the future. 30 bucks for a bag of wheat. I think we're gonna grab like 4 of those for now. And we would be close on being able to afford the goats, but we will do that tomorrow. I believe we'll need 3 of these to get this trough full. Yeah, so 7 out of 21 there, so we have a little bit of extra, and I have no idea how long this feed will last, but we will find out together. All right, I keep saying goats, but we're not buying goats. Goats, look at me. Oh, let's go in here so we can look at you. Goats were always a part of the game. We're gonna buy sheep, so we need that $900, and we will be able to get that tomorrow. So that is gonna be the focus of this, is sheep, not goats and sheep. We might get goats later on, but today we're definitely getting the new animal of sheep. And those were $900. If we're patient, we might be able to pull it off on day 2 here. All right, we got 8, I'm gonna call it liters. I don't remember. 8 gallons, 8 liters, 8 units of oil from there. We'll go to this next one, and if we have 9 there, that'll give us enough money. Or we can just wait till we get the 9th one. And there's exactly 9, perfect, because we had that one extra, that's right. All right, let's go sell this and get our sheep. Not bad, that didn't take very long at all. All right, we're gonna put the barrel here for now, and I think we're just gonna leave the jerry can, oh, if I remember the right buttons, in here for now. In there, and that'll allow us to have enough room to pick up these 2 sheep. Hello, ma'am. Big purchase today. 1 male, 1 female, and we have $9 left over. All right, let's see how easy this is gonna be. Manage, okay. Look at him wandering off already. Okay, don't get hit by a car. Oh, no. Okay, it was the can. The jerry can was in the way. Okay, so let's manage this one. There we go. Okay, so now can I just sneak this? I can just put it back. Okay, it was just being a little silly there. Let's get these guys home. A guy and gal home. Now, hopefully they're hungry and they'll love their new home here. Set free. And then we'll manage this one. Perfect. All right, so we got good health, good food, good everything is established here. I think that was a good start. We'll learn everything we can do with the sheep. We might get some other animals just to make some more money, but sheep shearing is coming soon. And that seems like a pretty good place to end the first episode of this little mini series. I'm SocksWayUp. I'll catch you on the next one.